This is one of the most extraordinary natural spectacles on the eastern seaboard of the United States in the springtime. On the shore here are thousands of shorebirds, part of a flock of hundreds of thousands of shorebirds that are between here on the New Jersey coast and Delaware Bay. Among these shorebirds are tens of thousands of red knots, some of which have come as far as Tierra del Fuego, as far south in South America as you can get before you have the Drake Passage in Antarctica. And where they're going are Arctic islands off the northern coast of Canada, where they will breed before heading south again in the fall. To be able to do those extraordinary journeys where they fly for day and night, for days and nights, they have to refuel. They have to put on a very, very substantial amount of fat, which they will burn in these non-stop trips. And to be able to get that weight, they're feeding on the eggs of horseshoe crabs, which lay eggs in the billions, maybe the trillions, in the sand and the mud of this shoreline. The eggs are so thick on the ground that you can scoop them up. And this feeding, which concentrates these birds in small areas for a very short but critical time, is also critical for their survival, because if the horseshoe crabs disappear, then so too will these shorebirds, because if they don't have enough weight on board to feed them for the long journey, they simply won't make it. They'll fail to get to the breeding grounds and the populations will crash. That's what over the last few years has been happening, and I'm here to find out what we can do about it.
Each morning about 6:30 has come out and cased the joint. We look at all the beaches, Reed's Beach, Cook's Beach, Kimball's Beach, right down here to Pierce's Beach, see how many birds there are, do an approximate census of the knot and the turnstone and the sampling, look at their distribution, and then work out the strategy for the day in terms of where we're going to be catching or where we're going to be counting or scanning and things like that. In fact, the scanners are already out distributed along the coast looking for engraved lake legs. The way it's looking at the moment is that there are two options. One is Kimball's Beach, about a mile and a half back towards Reed's Beach there, or this stretch of sandy beach just here at Pierce's Point, which is where the knot were roosting yesterday, about 1,500 knots, maybe 2,000 at high tide. Looking at the footprints and the droppings, they've been here a long time and been here regularly.
Roger.
Then he had a great team of people. But you know, he's just got this passionate group of people from all over the world, and that's, you know, that's a story in itself, you know.
It is. This is a good photo. The advance of the...
Yeah.
I think for that corner, well, Larry...
Can you see the danger zone clock? This one.
Keep catching here.
Boxes ready. 3, 2, 1, fire.
You're leaving in this? Okay, you can go.
fast bander?
Just ask around and see if I've got
Is there any fast banders available to help Amy?
No problem. I can band.
You take those bands. The first, Joe and Andrew are going to take the feathers, and you and Stuart are going to band.
Okay. You need to Bill measure. Stuart and I band.
Right, that's Andrew.
And this is the end product. We band birds, and from the information on those bands, we can determine how long the birds live, whether they're surviving well or whether they're surviving badly. This unique metal band will give us that information. The colour bands that we're also going to put on will even enable us to see those birds in the field with a telescope.